Connie here, and before anything else, I need to talk about the tipping machine because it has taken years off my life. I ordered a coffee. I paid for the coffee. And then the little screen turned around and asked me, with a straight face, if I would also like to leave 20%, 25%, or custom, which I can only assume is code for Máire, we're judging you either way. I left 15% and a look of deep confusion. Then there's the portions. A small coffee in America could put a grown man to sleep for a week. I saw a bowl of pasta once on the telly, mind you, not in person, that appeared to be a family heirloom. Enough for a wedding, and the wedding after that. The slang nearly finished me off. Somebody explained that bet now means yes, agreed, and not a small wager, and no cap means I am not lying. At my age, I do not have the bandwidth. I said bet to my sister Máire once, ironically, and she looked at me like I'd joined a cult. And the enthusiasm. Every American till worker greets you like you've just returned from war. Hi, how are you? Great. Did you find everything okay? In Ireland, if the shop girl smiles at you twice, you assume she wants something. But I'll say this, the free refills. Now, that is civilization. I would like to formally request free refills be introduced to the entire European continent, effective immediately. So that's America, as reported by one very confused Irish woman. Now, since you're here, let me tell you how I actually live my life, because I have rules and they are non-negotiable. Rule 1. No beige clothing, ever. Beige is not a colour, it's a warning sign. It says, I have given up, and I have not given up. I have simply redirected my energy toward biscuits. Rule 2. Never say your age, let them guess, and let them guess wrong in your favour. If a nice young man at the shop says, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, you say, older than you'd think, younger than I look, and you walk away before he can do the maths. Rule 3. Always order dessert. Life is short, and so, apparently, is the tiramisu portion at that new cafe in town, which is a crime I intend to write a strongly worded letter about. Rule 4. Never apologize for the reading glasses on the chain around your neck. They are not a fashion failure, they are a filing system. I know exactly where my glasses are at all times, which is more than I can say for my keys, my phone, or occasionally Máire. Rule 5. If a stranger calls you young lady, you do not correct them. You say thank you, and you keep moving before they change their mind. Rule 6. You are allowed to leave any party after 8 o'clock, with no explanation whatsoever. I'm going is a complete sentence. Rule 7. Buy the good biscuits, not the ones on special. The good ones, in the tin, you usually save for visitors. You are the visitor now. You have earned it. Rule 8. Never let anyone see you drinking instant coffee in public. Do it at home, in peace and shame, like the rest of us. Rule 9. If your knees crack when you stand up, that is not a symptom. That is a sound effect. You are simply announcing your arrival or departure. And Rule 10. You are allowed to repeat your stories. That is the entire point of having stories. If Máire has heard the one about the German tourists in Killarney 40 times, Máire can leave the room. Right, quick Travel Diaries update for those keeping track. Porto was a triumph. If you missed that one, go back and watch it. There was wine and there was minimal falling over. But I have news. Big news. News I did not sign up for. News that Máire signed me up for, which, if you've watched this channel before, you will know is exactly how things go around here. Máire has booked us a trip to New Mexico. I said, Máire, I don't know anything about New Mexico. She said, that's the point, Connie. I said, is it the one with the desert? She said, yes. I said, will I need sunscreen or an entirely new understanding of the universe? She said, possibly both. So that's happening. New Mexico, I'm told there's green chili on everything, hot air balloons, and something called a roadrunner that I have only ever seen chasing a coyote in a cartoon. So I have questions. Full episode coming soon, and I promise you, whatever goes wrong, I will film it. And finally, a short, comedic, but completely serious list of things I do not do at my age. Not won't, don't. I do not act fragile. I will carry my own shopping bags up 3 flights of stairs, and I will complain about it the entire way, but I will carry them. I do not eat bland food. If it doesn't have flavor, I don't want it. Life gave me wrinkles. The least it owes me is seasoning. I do not stay home because it's raining. I'm from Ireland. If I stayed home every time it rained, I would never have left the house since 1974. I do not pretend to enjoy small talk about the weather for longer than 30 seconds. Say your piece about the rain and move on. I do not wait for a special occasion to use the good tablecloth. Tuesday is a special occasion. I am alive on a Tuesday. That is the occasion. And I do not let anyone else pick the wine. That ends badly for everyone, every time. So there you have it. My reactions, my rules, my travel troubles, and my refusals. All delivered with the seriousness they deserve, which is not very much. New Mexico is coming, whether I'm ready or not, and knowing Máire, I will not be ready. If I don't do it, Máire will, and you don't want Máire doing it. Thanks for spending time with me. Subscribe if you'd like more of this nonsense.